reclaiming power in any way is not about fighting the opposition to get what you want. This weekend I went to Leimert Park for Juneteenth, right? And there was an organization who was talking about things that it wants to do in the community. But then there was a complaint that, as Black people, we don't have the same strength within the community to get these things done. And honestly, I'm tired of the same narrative for Black people. And not only is it perpetuated throughout the media, but within our own belief system, right? We believe that that's somewhere we don't have enough to make ourselves a community that we want to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's just simply not true. Our belief that we don't have enough makes it true. You know what I'm saying? We are a resilient people. And I'm talking about Black people because that's my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking against anybody else to talk about Black people. I am a Black woman, and it's like I'm tired of hearing about our struggle. You know what I'm saying? Because our struggle is not what defines us, right? Our struggle shows our resilience, right? Our us getting past the struggle shows our resilience, but our struggle is not what defines us. Our power is what defines us, right? And that's internal power. It's not power against anybody else, but it's our power to be and to be loving regardless of anything that's gone on with the community. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of slavery, regardless of forces trying to hold us back, whatever it is, we have the power to rise above it, And again, and I hate that I have to say this 50 million times, but that's not taken away from anybody else's power, right? The fact that we have the power. I just want to hear it more from us and not let anything else from the outside have bearing on the power that we possess as a people, And the thing is, we're so good at reclaiming our power, right? We've done it with our natural hair, with our beauty, right? We've done it with the word nigga, right? We've done it with how we embrace the arts, right? Everything that is artistic, we have reclaimed, for ourselves. And it's made known around the world that that we are good at these things. We are good with the natural arts. We are good with singing and dancing and beauty and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to money, when it comes to pride within our community, when it comes to unity, it's like, there are these outside forces that somehow hinder who we are as a people. You know what I'm saying? And because we perceive these outside forces as a hindrance, it's being used against us, like in media, anything we watch on stream or whatever, watch on the internet is about our struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's about the resilience of Black people. We're not just a people. We have become the definition of what it means to struggle and get through a struggle, right? But that's not who we are. We're all people, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of our background, regardless of our culture, we're all people. But Black people specifically, we are not just struggle. You know what I'm saying? We are not, the existence of who we are is not just a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, just using that Juneteenth example, it's like, we have to fight for what we actually want in the community. It's like, no, let's reclaim that power. Like we've reclaimed so many other power, so much other power, within the community. Let's reclaim that power and speak life over our community. We will raise this amount of money to do this and this within our community. Like there's other ways of speaking to ourselves that do not have to be from the past, from that struggle of the past. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in a new day and age, and we know of our internal strength. We know of our own power and what we can do within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we have to use that to speak life over ourselves in order to create that life within the community, create that unity within the community. And the thing is that we're big on honoring our ancestors, right? But we always act like honoring our ancestors is to struggle, and to know their struggle, but it's to know their strength, right? And to utilize that strength, to call on the strength of the ancestors, right? As our own internal strength is our power, it's not to call on their struggle and to relive that struggle. But when we deny struggle for ourselves, we see it as an offense to the ancestors, which makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? The ancestors did that for us so that we don't have to struggle, right? So when we claim us not struggling, that's when we're honoring our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? When we're not struggling, when we've gotten past that struggle is when we're honoring our ancestors. Because we then know and we're then utilizing the energy of their strength. And this is required individually too, to reclaim power, right? You have to speak life over yourself. You have to believe what is unseen for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a state of a state where you don't want to be in a job or a situation you don't want to be in, right? You have to visualize, you have to bring about a change in your situation by believing in something different for yourself, And that's how everything is changed around. That's how we give ourselves power back, right? That's how we reclaim our power, by actually becoming a co-creator of our own situations, And that is about taking that energy from whatever outside force we've given it to and giving it back to ourselves. And anybody can say, easier said than done or whatever, or say anything against what I just said, but But you know that that's how it comes about, right? Anybody that had a glow up knows what they had to do in order to have that glow up. They had to put that energy into themselves, right? Everything that we've succeeded in within our community, we've had to put that energy within ourselves. We had to believe in ourselves, you know? And it's not always about the fight. Fighting and division are tactics of control, you know? If we can give if we could put the blame on something, if we can give that power out to somebody else, then we don't have to deal with it ourselves, right? We can't see it for ourselves, you know. And the machine that builds capital off of our weakness says, if we can make them believe that they don't have enough, that they are not enough, that that some of them are better than the others, then we can have control over their whole population. You know, if we can show class division within their culture, then we can put them against each other and have no unity or no harmony within their culture. And us giving into these tactics are a way of giving away our power, you know? We're giving the power to the outside forces that are trying to come up against us. So then there's a force against us that we can't change, you know? That's the division. Divide and conquer is not only between divide and conquer with each other, but division within ourselves, within how we understand ourselves, you know? That's the tactic of control, not just controlling how we see each other, but how we see ourselves as well. That division causes a split mind, you know? The division is split between who we truly are and what we truly are and what we truly can accomplish, and the illusion of what is false. You know what I'm saying? The false has actually fleshed out, has actually played out. So we're stuck between what we see, the falseness of what we see, and what we actually know, the truth of what we actually know, you know? And a lot of times we fall within the false because it's right in front of our face, you know? But the truth of what we actually know, the truth of our own power, of our internal being, is the strength of our being. You know what I'm saying? It is truth, you know? That is truly seeing outside of the matrix, right? It's a matter of taking your own power back, of taking our own power back, individually and collectively, you know? And when I say collectively, I mean as people. We are individuals, we have our own, then we come together as culturally, then we come together as a people, you know what I'm saying? That we're not separate from each other just because we are within different cultures, you know? But we should not be embracing just the only struggles, you know? We should be embracing the beauty of who we are collectively, you know? The beauty of each other's culture, you know? The beauty of who we are as human beings, you know? Us embracing ourselves and embracing each other have so much more power than us tearing each other down, you know, than us fighting against each other. The fight has no end to it, so there's no meaning to it, you know what I'm saying?